Good morning, dear parents and my dear children. I know you all are accustomed to the work that we are giving. You are entirely listening to the lessons. I know it's a great burden for your parents, but I am sure you are very well doing. You are serious at studies because we are almost approaching the periodical one. So, dear children, don't waste any time. Work hard, learn, try to understand, and help yourself to study on your own. You don't depend on your parents, but help yourself to learn properly, to understand the lessons that are taught, and please do the work seriously. Today, we are going to continue the lesson that we have already started. That is none other than the northern mountains. We have already understood about the Himalayan ranges and the Purvanchal hills. Today, let us learn about the lifestyle of the people living there, their occupation, and so on. Yes, dear children, we know that the people of Himalayan mountains have various types of occupations. The main occupation of the people living in Himalayan region are herding, agriculture, and forestry. Tourism and local handicraft industries too are important sources of income. Herding. Herding is one of the important occupation of this region. There are many people who take care of sheep, goat, and yak. These are the main animals reared by those people. Nomadic herders like the Gujars and Bakrawals move from one place to another in search of pasture for the sheep, goats they herd. Nomadic means wandering, people wandering from one place to another for their livelihood. What do we understand by Gujaras? Gujaras are nomadic people or ethnic people who were in North India, partly in Pakistan and Afghanistan. They are so called because they have their own way of culture, tradition, religion, and language. These people do not stay on in one place. They wander for the food of their cattle and their families. During summer, they go very much up towards the mountains and valleys. And in winter, they move down to the lower parts of the Himalayas. So these animals help them in giving wool, meat, milk, and hide. Next, we come to cultivation. Crops like rice, corn or maize, wheat, and millets are grown in the valleys of these mountains. The soil is very fertile. The climate in this region is also suitable for the cultivation of fruits and vegetables. When we think of farming, they have a special farming called terrace farming. Terrace farming means slopes of the hills are cut into step-like structures to grow crops. We can see in the picture how the steps are, and on the steps they cultivate crops. So this type of farming is called terrace farming. The valley of Kashmir and the Kullu valley of Himachal Pradesh are famous for fruit orchards. Fruit orchards means fruit gardens. You see, apples, peaches, pears, apricots and cherries are grown here. Each state is famous for its own way of growing fruits and vegetables. You see, tea is very much famous in West Bengal. The districts of Darjeeling is mainly cultivated with tea. Even Assam is famous for tea. Saffron is a special crop grown in Kashmir. It's very expensive spice sold all over the world. The Dal Lake is the beautiful Kashmir Valley is popular with tourists. The valley has several vineyards and groves of walnut and almond trees. So vegetables are very famous in Himachal Pradesh. So did you understand, children? I know many of your parents take you to Shimla, to Kashmir. Most of you have been to North India. You might have seen already all this, but because it is in the lesson, I have to speak to you. Tourism. The hill stations in the Himalaya attract plenty of tourists. Srinagar in Kashmir, Simla, Dalhousie, Kullu and Manali in Himachal Pradesh, Mussoorie and Nainital in Uttarakhand, and Darjeeling in West Bengal are some of the popular destinations of tourists. Then we also have handicrafts. You know, handicrafts means you do lot of work in the homes. So you see what is it here. Clothing, jewelry and handicrafts are very famous, and everyone has its own unique beauty. Woolen shawls, caps and sweaters made in Himachal Pradesh are sold all over India. Kashmir is known for its finely embroidered shawls, and wooden items, silver and brass items are very famous. The people of Tripura make handicrafts using cane and bamboo. Next we have the clothing. The traditional loose kurta worn by the Kashmir men and women is called firan. It keeps them warm. The women of Himachal Pradesh wear tight pajamas, loose kurtas and headscarves. So we all know what is headscarves because most of you wear scarf or shawl around your head. Men wear colorful caps. The women of Sikkim traditionally wear long skirts called baku and colorful bead jewelry. colorful bead jewelry you can see in the pictures. The people of Nagaland wear colorful traditional shawls. So did you understand, children? You can see even the pictures here and the pictures that I am showing through this video. You can really wonder the traditions and the colorful dresses of our people in North India. So that's all for today, children. I'll speak to you in the next session about the northern mountains, the importance of northern mountains, and the problems they are facing in the mountain area. Thank you. Have a good day. Be serious and study well.